service is with you. So I would suggest that everybody participates. The words aren't that hard. Bim bam, Shabbat shalom. What else we got, Cantor? Are we doing another one?
Yeah, we are.
It says it on order of service. Okay, so let's try and join in on this one. One of the lessons we've derived from the events of our time is that we cannot dwell at ease under the sun of our civilization. Let me try this. I'm going to use this one. One of the lessons we have derived from the events of our time is that we cannot dwell at ease under the sun of our civilization. That humans are the least harmless of all beings. We feel how every minute in our civilization is packed with tension, like the interlude between lightning and thunder. Humanity has not advanced very far from the coast of chaos. It took only one storm to throw humanity back into the sinister. If culture is to survive, it is in need of defenses all along the shore. A frantic call to chaos shrieks in our blood. Many of us are too susceptible to ignore it forever. Where is the power that could offset the effect of that alluring call? How are we going to keep the demonic forces under control? This is the decision which we have to make. Whether our life is to be a pursuit of pleasure or an engagement for service. The world cannot remain a vacuum. Unless we make it an altar to God, it is invaded by demons. This is no time for neutrality. We Jews cannot remain aloof or indifferent. We too are either ministers of the sacred or slaves of evil. The only safeguard against danger is constant vigilance, constant guidance. Such guidance is given to him who lives in the reality of Israel. It is a system in which human relations rest upon two basic ideas: the idea of human rights, and the idea of human obligations. In the present crisis, we have learned the consciousness of our rights fades away when our sense of obligation subsides. That our duties become chains when we surrender to that which we have a just claim. There is a boundless realm of living that, if it is not to be stultified, cannot be placed under the control of either ethics or jurisprudence. How to become a master in that realm, not to curb but to shape, is a supreme challenge to intelligence. Living cannot be treated piecemeal, it must be treated as a whole. This is from an unpublished manuscript of Rabbi Heschel's. It was written prior to 1972. Of that I'm sure. This is 2018. 46 years later, right? Look how far we've come. In the Bible, in the beginning of Torah, it says the earth was tohu v'bohu, chaotic and void, chaotic and empty. And this emptiness didn't go away from the world, as we see or this chaos didn't go away from the world, as we see with earthquakes and natural disasters, nor has it gone away from inside of us. We have the way to advance from the coast of chaos. We have the ways to be on guard, as he put it. Constant vigilance, constant guidance. The way we make an altar to God is understanding our obligations and understanding our rights, and the two go hand in hand. What right do we have? We have the right to live. We're born, we have the right to live free. And living free means that we have to be obligated. We have to be obligated to a power that's greater than ourselves. We have to be obligated to more than who we are, more than our individual needs, more than the chaos we want to create. Because if we can create enough chaos enough times, then nobody knows what's going on, and then all of a sudden, totalitarianism takes over. We saw it in 1936, 33, in Nazi Germany. We saw it in 1979 in Iran. We're seeing what happens in Russia. We see it all over, and yet we're doing nothing because we're all so immune to the chaos. We have lost the ideal and the idea that we are obligated to live in a way that is in accord with God. We've lost the strength or the way of being that says this world is an altar to God. It's not an altar to me. It's not an altar to what I can build. We look at all these big buildings, and I was just in New York City, there's a lot of big buildings. And they're building. And one is bigger than the other. What are they building for? They're building high-rise apartments and condos so that they go for, I don't know, I think a 600 square foot apartment goes for $2,000 or something like that a month. More. 600 square feet is more. Way more. 15. It's a lot of feet. But we're living in a world, and we're living in a country that is now celebrating chaos instead of the order and the dignity and the obligation. To the pursuit, to the inalienable rights of humans. We have all become slaves And the master is not God. The master is so many different things. We cannot stand neutral. It is no longer okay to say it's someone else's problem. Or, those people in Washington, or those people in Sacramento, or those people at City Hall, or those people are dead, or this, or that, but no, it's us. We have to stand up. We have to stop the chaos. We have to be the guardians. We know what chaos is here in this community. We know what happens when chaos reigns. When chaos reigns, death happens. Harm happens. We treat people like objects when our chaos gets going and is unchecked. We become users and abusers. We know that. Recovery says no more. And we have to do this for more than just ourselves. We have to do it for everyone. We have to be the people that stand up, just like those kids in Parkland. Just like those kids all over. Just like the people that said no. There were people, there were Germans, there were Poles, there were Hungarians who said no. We have to do that. We can no longer be neutral. The lie about neutrality is that we can keep everything just the way it is. My grandmother, Oliver Shulman, shah, just don't say anything. My wife is shah, don't say anything. Not on this stuff, she's with me on this. We have to stop being neutral. And one of the ways we stop being neutral is through our prayers. What was that song? It's good to be part of a family. Is that how it goes?
Standing free with my brothers and sisters.
It's good to be standing free with my brothers and sisters. That's why participation in the service is so important. That's why being here for Shabbos, that's why living Shabbos, even if it's for a few hours, but being just, okay, this is my recharge. This is what's going to give me the power and the strength to move forward and to not be neutral. We have to participate. We cannot be neutral. We can stop the chaos. We have the power. The power is found in the Torah. The power is found in our souls. The power is found in our connections. Will we use it? Please, God. Shabbat shalom. We continue with the Niggun, and Niggun is a wordless melody. So blow out the chaos of the week and breathe in Shabbos.